Welcome to Fire Walk with Us. This week we're talking about the episode Checkmate. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And Justin.
Alright, quick plot synopsis. Following Major Briggs' mysterious reappearance, Cooper and Truman are frustrated as they question him to learn about his whereabouts during his absence. At the same time, Cooper assists Bryson and Truman setting up Ernie Niles to arrest Jean Renault and the Mountie at the Dead Dog Farm house. That is fucking difficult to say. But the sting goes bad due to Niles' nervousness and sweating, in which a standoff ensues. Cooper then trades himself for Bryson and Niles and is held at gunpoint. Meanwhile, Hank finally discovers a romantic relationship between Norma and Big Ed, in which he attempts to beat up Ed but gets attacked and pulverized by a super strong Nadine.
Yep.
At the Great Northern Hotel, Audrey sees Ben slipping further into insanity by reenacting the Civil War in his office.
He's the Civil War general.
And thinking that he's General Robert E. Lee. Audrey asks Bobby for help with her father's condition. Mike Nelson continues to be persuaded by Nadine. Dick Tremaine persuades Andy to help him look up the past of Little Nicky. At the Marsh estate, James continues romancing Evelyn under her husband's nose. Also, Bobby has another argument with Shelley about taking care of the catatonic Leo, who has a remarkable recovery. Seemingly.
He did.
Alrighty. So, what did you learn in this episode?
A couple little points of the things, more synopsis of the things, of stuff. Also, some symbolism in other sort of particular things. But, on the whole, Twin Peaks episode.
Yes. So, when they're talking to Major Briggs before the Army officer, or Air Force officer, comes in to take him away, he tells them about Project Blue Book, which was officially ended in 1969, but has been unofficially continued until 1989. We find out that there is a scar with 3 triangles behind Major Briggs' ear. And then we get to meet Detective Dick.
Or what I like to call Dick Tracy.
The defective detective himself. And it's fantastic. We'll get into more about him later. Bobby and Shelley have another argument, and Leo's eye twitches. Ben continues his descent into insanity, and it's golden.
Oh yeah, his little freaking office is just...
It's Civil War stuff.
It's, it's a whole land of...
He's recreated like a Civil War battlefield on his floor.
Yeah, the whole floor is his battlefield. And he, doesn't he have, a sword and, everything?
Yeah. He's starting to get his costume together.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got his fake accent going and everything.
Ed and Norma have a conversation about their relationship and everything. The Detective Dick and Andy breaking into the orphanage is just fantastic. Especially when they get caught by that couple.
More so,
Little Johnny is dead. Tired. He's sick, but he was in perfect health yesterday. Yes. It's just fantastic. Hank attacks Ed, which causes Nadine to kick Hank's ass.
Yay, Nadine!
Which is pretty fucking great.
Well, yeah, I guess if Nadine didn't show up, Big Ed might not be around for much longer.
Yeah. Catherine has a quick visit with Ben. And Ernie gets found out because he sweats too much on his wire and it starts to smoke.
He has a condition.
He has a condition. He's had it since childhood. Don't bully him.
Sadly, I kind of have a similar issue, but fortunately I'm not that sweaty right now.
Thanks for sharing, Justin.
I know.
Cooper trades himself for Ernie and Dennis because we're dealing with Dennis now because he's dressed in a suit and the whole deal.
Yes, he is now not Denise, he is Dennis.
Jean Renault is shot. Shelley's electricity goes all weird, and we see that Leo isn't in his chair anymore.
Yeah.
We then get to see what I've dubbed the cake face from hell.
Was like the power also kind of flickering in that household too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean by the power goes all weird.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Yeah, and he has like I don't know if it's cake or not, but there's something like all over like red like stuff all over his face.
You didn't clean my face there, Shelley.
Wasn't there jelly sort of stuff that she fed her?
It
in
might
the
be.
previous
I don't know what it
episode?
is. I refer to it as cake face from hell though.
Man.
And it's fucking creepy the way it's shot.
yeah.
Oh yes.
We find out that the power has gone out all around town and that there's been at least one explosion and a few fires.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what caused that.
And at the very end of the episode, Wyndham Earl delivers his next move.
Yes.
We still haven't actually seen Wyndham.
Yeah, no. But mostly my concern was that poor deer. That poor deer keeps falling off the wall, and then he just has to take him and use him as a murder weapon. Why? What
So-
did the deer ever do to
Symbolize
you?
that deer a little bit better.
So you were more concerned about the deer than the dead dude, huh?
Well, no, the dead dude and all the other particular things. It's just an important point that I believe should be brought up.
Yes, the deer head has been focused on a few times.
Yeah.
In the pilot episode, it was falling over, I think.
And a few other times they've shown it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of those sorts of things, sprinklers.
Sprinklers.
Adding it to the list. Also, red light.
Okay, so what did you learn in this episode?
Ben kind of going crazy, but
Well,
that one
okay.
particular scene makes me think that it might be an act. Because with anybody else, even with Audrey, he's war, general, civic war, all that sort of stuff. The instant Catherine walks in to supposedly gloat about her accomplishments, Ben Horn is back to a bit more of his serious self. But then, of course, I also thought that Catherine was stupid because she wanted to get involved with Ben Horn again. It's like, lady, you're standing in the middle of a giant Civil War enactment. You're dating a crazy person. Stop it!
I love when Audrey's talking to Ben and he's like, Audrey, I need you to do me a favor. Move. You're standing on General Arthur or something.
Ben.
Ben's descent into madness is great.
Man.
So did you learn anything else, David? I'm gonna take that as a no.
Just wondering when
No, I
that
think
Scylla
just
would
one of
show
the
up
points
in the
is
Civil
whether
War.
or not it's Denise or it's Dennis, he's awesome.
Yes.
Well, yes. I mean, it's great that he basically went back to being Denise to, go deliver a pizza or something, or food.
Meals on Wheels.
Meals on Wheels.
So Justin, what did you learn in this episode?
I learned that things are getting crazier, and Leo is now slightly less of a vegetable.
Yes. Now we don't know how much Leo is quote unquote back,
But he's
moving around.
Yes, he's. Who knows what he'll do until next episode or so.
Yes. Okay, so did you have a favorite scene or moment in this episode?
I wouldn't say that it was a particular favorite, but everything that was within the household before Leo was revealed was definitely good for kind of scare movie sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
Dimming lights, searching around the place, and the final reveal at the end definitely was well done with all the stuff that it did.
Yes.
It was a nice reveal.
Yes.
Also, I believe it was Mike that Nadine was hitting on.
Yes.
I was very thankful that he was very direct with her, and surprised that Nadine didn't bother to rip his head off.
Nadine is fantastic in the show right now.
Most assuredly.
My second favorite character, arguably, behind Ben Horn. Because Ben Horn is just... He gives me the chuckles.
Anyways, additionally with Nadine, yay for kicking Hank's ass.
Yeah, Hank deserved it.
Yeah, Hank deserves many more things.
He does. Justin, did you have a favorite moment or scene or anything?
It was pretty much the scene with Leo. That was really cool though.
Yeah. So if you ever watch any other David Lynch movies, you'll notice he has a thing about electricity. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
But he has a thing about...
The flickering lights. something suspenseful will happen, maybe.
He's got to think about electricity. Anyway, what did you think of this episode overall?
It brought up a couple more particular points, moved a couple more things along, definitely had some decent action. On the whole, it's definitely a decent episode for the Twin Peaksness.
Agreed. I'm not sure how much further Ben is going to descend into his Civil War activities.
Well, he's working on his cosplay costume, Justin.
I know. I mean, how much more? Is it going to expand, like, outside the office?
He's got to get ready for Comic-Con.
Oh, God.
Is it
It's going to be a big Civil War convention.
Is it going to involve the entire hotel now?
Ben is going to go farther into the Civil War thing. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Duly
Oh,
noted,
boy.
but I question whether or not it's still an act and supposedly leading to something.
We'll have to find out.
Ugh.
Alrighty, so do either of you have any questions for me?
No, I think as it's most things are kind of decent enough answered, aside from the typical things like what do all the particular objects, items, things that randomly show up on the screen mean, but we'll most likely figure that out at some particular point.
Justin?
So, does Leo getting up mean Leo's finally snapped?
We will get more with Leo. Now, I don't know how much I really want to reveal.
Okay.
If for no other reason than he is going to be an important character in the show. That's about all I'm going to say.
I mean, he already technically is. But
Yeah, well, he was also taken out for a while there.
Yeah.
Probably because, he isn't a great actor necessarily.
Hmm.
So the next episode is going to be called Double Play. Any idea what that might be about?
Random bananas.
I highly doubt it will involve bananas.
Or monkeys.
Nah, probably not. Possibly pie. That would be decent.
I don't think I'd have to... No, who knows. Might have to deal with more of Ben shenanigans, but it could also deal with something else entirely that I'm unaware of.
Hopefully it's not the James subplot. The less we have of that, the better.
All I'm going to tell you about next episode is we will finally meet Wyndham Earl.
Oh, neat.
Yay,
He
new
will be
character
revealed.
introduction to keep track of.
Yes. There will be a new character. And you will find out a little bit about him soon. A little bit more.
Will there be blood?
There's always going to be blood.
Yay!
Symbiotic blood or actual blood?
I can guarantee you that in the finale there will be blood.
Ah, okay, so everything else is symbolic blood.
I'm not telling you that.
Well, I mean, there wasn't really any blood when that old guy died.
The show doesn't have a lot of blood in it.
No.
No.
Anyway, do either of you have any last minute thoughts to add?
We'll have to see how things go with the detective duo with things. But hopefully it ends somewhat decently, and the fact that Dick gets his just comeuppance and Andy does not get involved too much.
Is it wrong that I wish there was a spin-off where Dick and Andy opened a private detective agency?
It honestly makes me think of that other particular thing you think should become its own series.
What, Space Andy? Space Andy. Anyway, enough of Cowboy People. Do you have any last minute thoughts, Justin?
Nope. Just gotta look forward to the next.
Alrighty, well that is going to wrap up this episode of Firewalk with Us. I'm Paul.
No, Dave?
Justin.